This skill is the occupied bed. So I'm gonna wash hands, knock knock. Good morning, my name is Xavier, I'll be your CNA for today. Is it okay if I check your name bag? All right. John Smith, nice to meet you. Is it okay if I call you Mr. Smith?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna be changing your bed, is that okay? All right, so I'll be back with the supplies. So I'm gonna wash my hands, I'm gonna grab my supplies, and then when I come back, I'm gonna go ahead and close the curtains and wash hands again. I'm gonna make sure that the bed is at a comfortable position, waist level, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lower the side rail. I'm gonna put on my first set of gloves. We are gonna remove the blanket at the top. Make sure you also have a Chux at the chair. And then we're gonna fold this like in a burrito fold. So you kinda wanna fold it inwards this way, loosen the ends as well too. We're gonna reuse this blanket. And then we're gonna fold this downwards. I'll place this on a chair next to the patient and there's a Chux on top. And the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask, so Mr. Smith, if you can cross your arms like this, cross your left leg over your right leg, and then I'm gonna ask you to turn to your right. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sure that they're covered. We're gonna take the fitted sheet and the old Chux underneath and roll it towards the patient. And this I have to wear gloves because this is considered dirty. But when you are going to grab some new linen, just remember there are no gloves needed for that. So the gloves come off. This is gonna go into the garbage. So I'll place this in the garbage. I'll wash hands, and then I'm gonna grab the fitted sheet. So this is clean, I don't need gloves for this one. The next part, we're gonna grab the Chux. Sometimes they call it draw sheet. So remember the white part is gonna face upwards. I just wanna make sure that this part here is aligned. So if you can turn just a little bit more, thank you. And you can either fan fold it this way. So again, like this, and then fan fold it, or you could roll it. Okay, so you can go ahead and lay back down. You'll feel a slight bump. The side rails go up. I'm gonna go to the other side. I'll lower the side rail. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my second set of gloves. So this is the second. So I'm gonna ask Mr. Smith if you can cross your arms and cross your right leg over left leg. We're gonna turn on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna remove the fitted sheet, so the old one. This is gonna go in the hamper. I'm gonna grab the clean sheet now, so I have to remove the gloves. So remember, pinch the palm, remove the gloves, garbage, sanitize. All right, so if you can turn a little bit more, I just have to pull the fitted sheet from underneath. And then I just have to pull this one. So if you turn just a little bit, thank you. So I have the Chux out. All right, so you can lay back down. Thank you. The next part is we're gonna put the bath blanket. So put this one on top. Just make sure we don't shake any linens. Just kind of open it up carefully. Once that's on, we're going to put on a clean top sheet. So this is the top sheet. And I'm going to put on my third set of gloves. So I need to remove the dirty top sheet underneath them. So Mr. Smith, if you can please hold on to this for me. I'm going to remove the back blanket and then the dirty top sheet from underneath, while still keeping the patient covered because we don't want to expose them. So the gloves come off. I'm going to wash hands, and then I'm going to put my fourth set of gloves on. So I'm going to ask you if you can raise your head for me. Thank you. So you can put your head back down. Let's remove the pillowcase. So with gloves, you're going to start from here, grab the pillowcase, and then from side to side, you're going to pull away from the patient. We can put the pillow at the foot of the bed. Gloves come off. I'll wash hands. And this is clean, so I don't need gloves for this pillowcase. And then I'm going to go ahead and scrunch it up all the way. And then I'm going to grab the ends of the pillow. And then just pull from side to side without shaking. So do your best not to stick your arms or hands into the pillowcase. We want to just make sure we're not shaking anything. We don't want to spread germs or bacteria. All right, so Mr. Smith, if you can please raise your head for me. I'm going to slide this underneath so you have a new pillow. And then the last part will be to put the bedspread. So I'm going to raise the side rail. And we'll just say this is a new bedspread. We also want to make sure to miter the ends, so they call it like a military corner, miter, hospital corner. Take the bedspread and the top sheet. You're gonna tuck that in. And then from here, you're gonna count 3 hand widths, 1, 2, 3. Lift up the bedspread and the top sheet together all the way up. You can pull both sides. Any excess, you're gonna tuck in. So that way you have like a fold at the end. Normally you let the bedspread hang, but this is a full side rail, so I kind of tucked it in. But for your test, if it's half a side rail, just let the rest of the linens hang. I'll raise the side rail, I'll go to the other side, and I'll do the same thing. At the foot of the bed, you want to make sure to do a toe pleat. Just make sure that you relieve the pressure off the toes, because sometimes we are pulling the linen so tight. And then my last set of gloves will be to clean up. But before I clean up, just make sure that the bed is low. Check for body alignment. Make sure that the patient is aligned. Make sure that the bed is locked. So now my last set of gloves, and it's pretty much to clean up the Chux. So get rid of the Chux at the table, and then the Chux that was on the chair. So these go in the garbage. Mr. Smith, was there anything else that you needed? No? So here's your call light. You have your phone, tissue, water, and magazines. If there's anything else you need, just let me know and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and open the curtains, I'll wash my hands, step outside, record, and report.